Welcome to Clearing the Clutter Inside and Out with Julie Coraccio. Every Tuesday at 1 p.m., hear easy to implement tips on decluttering all areas of your life: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and energetic. Learn how to release clutter and get organized to create the life you choose, deserve, and desire. An award-winning professional organizer and coach, Julie is passionate about supporting people in clearing clutter so they can share their gifts with the world and live a more joyful and fulfilling life.
Hey everyone, it's time for a giveaway. Adam Levine, not the guy from Maroon 5, but the creator of Rapid Gift Bag, has generously donated a Rapid Gift Bag for one lucky winner. You can listen to my review, it's a December bonus, or watch on YouTube. This giveaway is for all of November, so you have up until the 30th to enter. To be entered, simply rate and write a review of Clearing the Clutter Inside and Out. Once you've done that, email Julie at reawakenyourbrilliance.com with your name and where you reviewed our podcast, iTunes, Stitchers, TuneIn, etc. Once verified, you'll be entered to win. Drawing is December 1st. Good luck, everyone! Today, we're talking about Thanksgiving and having some Turkey Day tips. My entire family is in West Virginia, and I grew up with my grandmother cooking every Thanksgiving and Christmas. When she died, my father and Aunt Sue took over. With my husband's schedule, we haven't been able to go home for the past few Thanksgivings, so I've been preparing Thanksgiving dinner. My first and most important tip is do Thanksgiving how you want to do it. If you've become a vegetarian, check out a recipe for tofurkey. Tofurkey? Tofurkey? I don't know what it is or how to say it properly, but you can figure it out. Don't be afraid to have a conversation with your family if you want to change it up. It's about being grateful, so do something that gets you in that spirit. If eating nachos and watching football makes you happy, do that. Okay, here are some more practical tips. If you get an organic or wild turkey, you need to order it immediately, and it might be too late. I know a lot of times you need to usually order those in October, but check it out if that's really important to you. There still might be time. Check out consignment stores instead of buying a new outfit. Reduce your stress, get something fun, and save some money. Send out evites and have an RSVP deadline of 10 days before. Plan on following up with people if you have a big list. Many people don't RSVP. You will want to get an accurate count. Trust me, this is really important. You don't want to have a dinner for 20 and then 5 show up. Now, that's great. What I would do is take that leftover food to homeless shelter, but it takes a lot of time and preparation, so make sure you know who's there. If you become overwhelmed at any point in the process, remember to breathe. This simple step can get you present, calm you down, and allow you to think more clearly. On that note, have a self-care plan in place. Maybe it is a massage a day or two after cooking the big meal, or making sure you exercise during the week to keep your stress low. Simplify where you can. If you hate baking, order a pumpkin pie. Don't beat yourself up if you don't cook everything from scratch. Ask people to bring sides or one person to come over early to help you set the table. If you haven't cooked Thanksgiving dinner, I'm going to encourage you to Google and start reading about how to cook a turkey, finding recipes, and creating your menu. There is probably a YouTube video out there as well for anything that you need. I'm still working on perfecting my gravy, so if you find a good recipe and instructions, please send it to me. So for Thanksgiving dinner, this is a system I use. After I've planned my meal, I lay out or view all of my recipes. I then make an ingredients list from all the recipes combined. I make columns for produce, dairy, baking, meat, spices, pantry, canned goods, and condiments. I take each recipe and add ingredients to the proper column. At the end, I tally everything up. So for instance, under dairy with butter, I might have half a cup, quarter of a cup, 2 tablespoons, and 5 tablespoons. I would add up all those measurements and see what the final amount of butter is that I need to create my dinner. So I repeat this process in all areas. For instance, 2 cups of flour is a quarter cup of flour, 3 tablespoons of flour. I think you get the idea. I create my list in the kitchen so I can go through what I have and check off anything that I already have in stock. Now that I have my list, I go to the store to get everything except the perishables, which I will wait to do 2 days before if I can get away with it. I try to avoid the grocery store definitely the day before Thanksgiving. I am fortunate that I have flexibility owning my own business, so I try to go off hours at the grocery store, which I have found usually are 9 to 11 and 2 to 4. Looking at my menu, I decide what I can prepare beforehand and try to do as much as possible before Thanksgiving Day. Google cooking hacks and you might be able to find some time savers. I haven't used the power tool / peeler combo for potatoes yet, and I'm not sure that I would, but there are definitely some other hacks to check out. I chunk down as much as possible into smaller steps that I can do throughout the day. I am also someone who sets the table 2 days before so it's done. We eat in the kitchen and have a dining room where we entertain, so I'm able to do that. I next write a list for day of things I need to accomplish and go from there. I've learned as I've gotten older not to sweat the small stuff. The first year I cooked, I didn't quite get the timing right and the stuffing had to go back in the oven. I had people start to eat and the stuffing came out 10 minutes later. Everyone lived! Try and laugh and shrug it off. If anyone's critical, tell him or her they're more than welcome to cook next year.
Ready to change your life? Are you ready to release all of your clutter, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual? Our new Declutter Your Life video series is a how-to, go at your own pace course to guide you through the process of clearing clutter. The course includes all of our popular How to Get Organized classes. Learn more at reawakenyourbrilliance.com.
Family and friends can also create a lot of mental and emotional clutter for us too. Have a plan in place to deal with any unruly people. Maybe someone is designated to deal with the person when they act up. Or you all decide beforehand that they will be asked to leave. Whatever you decide, stick to it. For dealing with your emotional clutter, create a list of action you can take if you become angry or upset. I am a fan of deep breathing, as I've already mentioned. I also did a bonus podcast on that 1 month because I'm such a firm believer in it. If breathing's not for you, deep breathing, I should say, hopefully we're all breathing, count to 50 before responding. Leave the room. Have a buddy you can vent to. If you have a plan in place, you will cope better. I also believe that being prepared increases your chances of not having something happen. When I was getting married, my father had like 3 backup plans. I was going to get married no matter what. And for instance, he said, okay, if we rain, I have umbrellas for all the bridesmaids. We'll either get married, we'll have you in the screen and porch and fit everyone in the house, or we'll get married in the tent. And I said, Dad, it's not going to rain. It's my wedding. And he said, I believe that, but I also believe if I prepare, it won't happen. So I share that story with you. Get a plan in place, and we hope that it won't happen. Besides having gratitude, I encourage you to pick an area where you might have spiritual clutter. For example, do you easily become jealous of people you perceive to have more than you do? Do you spend the holidays alone because your confidence is low and you don't get out to make friends? Pick an area where you want to improve and begin taking steps to do that. Take Thanksgiving Day and pick an area where you want to improve and then begin taking steps to do that. I believe when you put that first step forward, the universe, God, whatever works for you, how you feel comfortable using, steps up to respond. So I encourage you to take that first step and move forward. Everything is energy. So why not take Thanksgiving to have a clean, energetic slate? Think about the intention of this Thanksgiving. Gratitude for sure, but what else do you want to set the intention for? More love? Peace? Think about yourself, friends, family, neighbors, your community, and the world at large. If you have time, do a little ceremony in your home to set the energy of what you'd like to bring into it. I also believe the more people thinking positive thoughts and setting the intention for peace and love, gratitude, etc., it affects everything. The more of us that do that, the larger it becomes. All right, everyone, we've got some Thanksgiving tips to get you started. I am grateful for all of the listeners and viewers of Clearing the Clutter Inside and Out. You make my day with your comments, your questions. That's why I do it. You are why I do this. Wishing you a wonderful Thanksgiving filled with friends, laughter, food, and love. Have a great Thanksgiving and go out and clear some clutter to create the life you choose, deserve, and desire.
Thanks for listening to Clearing the Clutter Inside and Out. Sign up for our newsletter and receive a free copy of our 10 clutter-free living tips. Ready to create the life you choose, deserve, and desire? Learn about Julie's services including coaching, classes, affirmations, aromatherapy, and her unique How to Declutter Your Life course and more at reawakenyourbrilliance.com. Don't forget to subscribe and join us next Tuesday at 1 p.m. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step.